Good morning, Kristin. Joe Flowers over here at Jack G and Bovo. I'm finally sitting inside this 2020 Subaru Ascent, which is, I believe, going to be exactly what you're looking for if you're looking to expand the family. It's got the 3-row seating. I'll go ahead and give you a little sneak peek here behind me. As you can see, by the way, captain seats. I love that in an SUV this size. Really nicely equipped, very safe, and it has wowed me so far. I'm not a Subaru guy. I am a GM guy through and through with the GMC trucks. But the more I'm playing with this car, the more things I'm discovering. So more than likely in this video, I'm not going to cover everything because there's just too much to cover in a couple minute sneak peek. But I think you're going to like this. And like I said, if it ends up being a car that you want to consider, I'd like to get you out here and take a look at your car and see if we can put something together that'll fit the budget on a, quite frankly, an extraordinary vehicle. Something I noticed right away about this car, it does seem to outrun the laws of geometry. On the outside, it doesn't look like it would be a really, really big vehicle, but when you get inside, it's really spacious. There's a lot of room, and it's a super clean car coming in at like 45,000 miles. In a 2020, so it's going to be a car that'll last you a long time. Now, underneath the hood really surprised me. When I saw this had a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine, I was kind of thinking it was going to be a little bit of a dog, but when I drove it, I was pleasantly surprised. It's got plenty of power and, quite frankly, great fuel economy for a vehicle this size. This boasts 26 miles to the gallon on the highway, and one of the reasons it's able to accomplish that is the transmission. It doesn't have a conventional 6-speed or 5-speed automatic transmission. It's actually continuously variable transmission, or CVT, which is more like a steel band pulley system, which means when you're accelerating, it's just constant smooth acceleration. You're not going to feel the gears shifting. I'm going to go ahead and close this. So of course we'll have your LED daytime running lights, your nice alloy wheels, which look to be in really good condition, and you do have the smart entry key, which also is going to control your power tailgate. So when I open this, nice cargo space back here. I mentioned obviously 3 rows. This the 3 rows from a different angle. This does look like it has the all-season floor mats and cargo area, which when you put these seats down is kind of nice. Underneath here, a little extra storage, and with a cargo cover. If you want to put these down, this is nice. All you're gonna do is pull this handle. Actually, I'm sorry, I mentioned I'm not a super guy. Gonna pull that handle, the top handle, and that's gonna fold those down flat to give you more space. This is the handle that you're gonna pull it up with. And as you can see, they also do recline some. Let me go ahead and close that. Now check out the second row. There's a lot of stuff going on back here. I mentioned that this has the captain seats, which does make really easy access to the 3rd row. You do, of course, also have the ability to come in from the side using your handle. But tons of usable stuff back here. So it's the tri-zone climate control vehicle, which means everybody's going to get their own temperature. Both front occupants are going to get their own temperature, but so is the people in the back. And with the people in the second row, also has the heated seats. Charging ports everywhere. Everybody's going to be able to charge their devices. And what wowed me is this is like a frat house on wheels. There's cup holders literally everywhere, including, I'm going to open this up, including down here. When you're not using them, tucks that away really, really nicely. Let me go ahead and jump into the front here. Now, this is cool. I'm a really tall guy. You'll see that when you come in. And something that's really nice, aside from just having the power driver's seat with your power lower lumbar support, you also have the extendable lower leg support. For a guy like me, I can appreciate that because obviously my legs are a little longer than most people coming in at 6'8". But that made this driver's seat, when I pulled this forward, really comfortable. Now I'm going to climb in here, and of course you do have the push button start. I'm going to wake this all up. Now this is a touring model, so that means this thing is very nicely equipped. I'm going to start up here. Now I'm inside. You do have, let me slide that back, the panoramic sunroof, which gives a really nice ambiance. As you can see, I'm not going to open the moonroof because, well, it's raining. I don't want to get the inside of your future car wet. We'll go ahead and close that. Now, while that's closed, I'm going to turn my attention to up here. So I mentioned the safety features. You have a ton of those. Not only do you have all the airbags that, quite frankly, you expect, especially on a Subaru, but you have cameras everywhere. If you take a look, just something as small as the rear view camera here, or the rear view mirror. Actually, if you flip this down, it turns into a camera behind you. I'm gonna go ahead and break the rules here a little bit, and I'm gonna drive holding my phone. You'll notice that that's gonna give you the view behind you. You can actually leave that on while you're driving. It eliminates all the blind spots from the pillars in the back of the SUV. That's one of the biggest gripes you ever get on an SUV is the blind spots. This eliminates this, and it gives you that view from behind the car, and easy to turn on and off. The other thing I noticed that was pretty cool, not only do you have the big clear backup camera with the nice guidelines that show you where you're going, as well as even shows you how close you can be to something to open your tailgate. But watch this. If I turn up to my instrument cluster here, and I'm going to go ahead and put this into drive. Check this out. This gives you the view in front of you from the bumper. So as your kids grow up, when they start leaving things in the driveway, it's going to give you that little peek in front of the bumper, just to make sure there's no bicycles or no toys sitting in front of the car that you weren't expecting. Now, a lot going on here, but this is pretty simplified. You'll notice over on the left side of the steering wheel, very simple. You have your audio controls, as well as your Bluetooth. You do have Bluetooth on this. And over here, you have your cruise control, as well as some of your safety functions, with your ability to switch the distance before the car alerts you for your forward collision alerts, as well as turn on and off your lane keep assist. That's that system that's going to help guide you in the event you start drifting over a line when you're driving on the highway if you get distracted. Down here, a lot of stuff going on. I mentioned you have the Bluetooth. You also have the built-in navigation system, as well as AM, FM, and XM satellite radio. Something that's neat that you're seeing less and less of also is the CD player. A lot of people are disappointed when they don't have that. So I think this is going to be right up your alley. Like I said, this is going to give you the space. It's going to be incredibly safe for your growing family. It's going to be really reliable, and quite frankly, it's going to be very pleasant to drive. So I think this is worth coming in and taking a look at whenever you get a chance. All right. Thanks, Kristin. I look forward to meeting you in person.